Hi everyone, and thank you for joining another video. Today we're gonna do a quick 10-minute sun salutation when we don't have time to take a full practice of 60 minutes or more, but we still want to start the day the right way. This is the best way for 10 minutes to simply softening the body, grounding the mind, and set the pace and the right mood for the day. So we're gonna start seated and simply closing down the eyes, taking a moment here, arriving into the space, feeling the body and its energy at this present moment, watching the breath, and breathing mindfully for the next 10 minutes. From here, deep inhale through the nose, side out. And again, inhale, side out. Last one, big inhale. This time hold the breath to the top, tuck the chin to the chest, drop the shoulders down, hold the breath for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the lock, exhale. Gently bringing the hands towards center into prayer. Dedicating your practice to something or someone you love. We're going to start together with an Om. Inhale for Om. When you're ready, blink the eyes open and make your way to your first downward facing dog. Start welcoming any movement in the downward dog. Maybe it's the sway of the hips. Lifting one leg at a time. Start moving with the breath. When you're ready, find stillness in your downward dog. And switch onto your Ujjayi, the oceanic breath. If you don't know what that is, we're simply trying to fog a glass, keeping the mouth closed, creating that oceanic sound at the back of the throat. And it's gonna sound like this. From here, on the next inhale, ripple forward. And on the exhale, bend the knees, arch the back into your downward dog. Inhale forward, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale back. One more time, inhale. Exhale. From your downward dog, walk the feet towards the front, gently with control. Once you've arrived, grab opposite elbows, sway side to side, relax the neck down. From your let go of the bind, unravel the spine all the way up to standing. Once you're here, Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring the feet closer, spread the toes onto the mat. Palms of the hands facing forward, drop the shoulders down. Maybe closing down the eyes one more time, feeling the power of the pose, activating the thighs, the glutes, the core. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Make the exhalation a bit longer than the inhalation. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. When you're ready, open the eyes, hands towards center into prayer. We're gonna take 4 Sun A and 4 Sun B. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold the hands on the floor. Inhale, length. Hands down and feet back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, with the knees off the floor or on the floor, your choice. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Breathe in for 1. Exhale for 1. Breathe in for 2. One more breath. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step afloat. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, hands towards center. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Lengthen, inhale. Chaturanga, your way. Upward dog, inhale, chest forward. Downward dog, exhale. Breathe in for 1. Gaze to your navel. Breathe in for 2. Push the hands against the floor. Externally rotate the biceps. Breathe in for 3. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step afloat. Lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold right back down, hands down. Inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, shoulders down. Adho Mukha, downward dog. Breathe in for 1. Try to bring the heels on the floor and the hips towards the sky. Breathe in for 2. Gaze to your navel. One more breath. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step afloat. Lengthen, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Last Sun Salutation A. Exhale, fold right back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, shoulders down. Adho Mukha, downward dog. Breathe in for 1. Breathe in for 2. One last breath. Exhale, bend the knees, step forward. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, Samastiti, arms next to the body. We're going to start the 4th Sun Salutation B. On the next inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Lengthen, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog, squeeze the glutes. Downward dog, exhale. Right foot forward, back heel down, warrior one, rise up. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Left foot forward, right heel down, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Breathe in for one. Remember, all these poses, you can always have the knees on the floor so you don't lose the form, the shape of the poses. One more breath. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Back into chair, hips down, arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Lengthen, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Right foot forward, warrior one. One breath, one move. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Left foot forward, warrior one, inhale. Hands down, chaturanga. Upward dog, knees can be down. And downward dog, exhale. Breathe in for one. Breathe in for two. One more breath. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Back into chair, Utkatasana, round 3. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Right foot forward, warrior one, inhale. Hands down, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. Breathe in for one. Breathe in for two. One last breath. Bend the knees, step forward. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Back into Utkatasana chair, last round. Exhale, Uttanasana, hands down. Inhale, lengthen. Chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Right foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Left foot forward, warrior one, inhale. Hands down, chaturanga. Upward dog and downward dog, exhale. Breathe in for one. Breathe in for two. One last breath. Bend the knees, step forward. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Back into chair, inhale. And Samasthiti, standing up, arms next to the body. We're closing the practice simply with a little Shavasana. So bringing the hips down and relaxing. Coming onto the floor, belly up. Relaxing the body. Taking a big inhale through the nose. Side out. No more watching of the breath, nothing left to do. Simply a moment here in stillness. From here, start deepening the breath again. Bringing some movements to your fingers and toes. Arms over the head, big stretch to your body. Exhale, knees to chest, one big squeeze. And keeping the eyes closed, find a comfortable seated position. Taking one moment here, hands towards center into prayer. Appreciating these 10 minutes of practice of mindful breathing. Big inhale to the top, side out. Inhale for Om. Bring the hands to the third eye. And on the exhale, bowing down to the earth. Jai. Thank you for joining this video. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I see you into the next one.